Hey guys, so today I thought I'd do something a bit more different. I'm going to show you how to knit a headband, specifically how to make a easy, simple headband. These are great for gifts or just for yourself. I've got 3 of them that I've made this past winter. I really like them, especially seeing as I like having my hair up in a bun on most days and wearing a hat over top sucks. So yeah, I will show you how to make one of these. They're fairly simple. It takes about an hour for me to get through these. Depending on your skill level, it may be faster for you or it may be slower. So yeah, let's get started. Okay guys, so once you've decided on a color, you're going to take your yarn ball. Some people prefer to leave it like this. Some people prefer to have it unraveled and into a little ball. It's up to you. I like working with just your normal yarn because then once you're done, it stays sort of in its shape. So once you've got that, just place it on the ground beside you and grab your yarn. So here we are. So you're going to make a working loop. So you're going to do a small loop and then just poke through the tail. There you are. You're going to slip that onto your knitting needle and then just pull tight so it is wrapped around and onto your stitch. So once you do that, you're going to move your tail out of the way. I like starting usually with my left hand, it's just easier. So with this, you're going to wrap it around your thumb. So inside, or outside your thumb, inside. And then with your knitting needle, you're just going to poke underwards and pull over. So I'll show you that again. So outside, inside, you've got a loop on your thumb, poke into the loop, and pull off your thumb onto your knitting needle. So let me show you that from another angle, but for now, if you understand, just go ahead and get to 10 or 12, depending on how wide you want the headband to be. Usually I do this with this hand, so just outside thumb, inside thumb, poke it through, bring it over. Poke it through, bring it over. So again, remember, wrap outside of your thumb, then inside, it'll create a loop, and then poke it through, pull. Poke it through, pull. Poke it through, pull. And like I said, you'll want to do 8 to 10 stitches, so meet you on the other side. Okay, so now that you've got your 10 stitches, just make sure you have them, so count them once more, then equally space them out. Once you've got that, we get to start knitting now. So for this one, it's fairly simple. So you're going to take your first stitch, you're going to take your other knitting needle, poke it through the stitch, so you have sort of like a loop going on. Then you're going to take your working yarn, pull it around the stitch or the needle you just poked through, wrap it around that needle, pull the stitch that you just wrapped around onto your other needle as you pull your needle out and over, and then pull off the stitch. So poke through, wrap around, pull the needle out and over the first needle, pull it out, and your stitch is on. So I'm going to show you quickly from this angle and then again from another angle. So poke through, loop, pull through, and off the first stitch, or first needle. So poke through, wrap around, pull through, pull off. Poke through, wrap around, pull through, pull off. Poke through, wrap around, pull through, pull off. Poke through. Sometimes you do get tighter stitches. This is just because you made it really tight to start with. They're pretty easy to get untightened. So poke through, wrap around, pull through, pull off. Poke through, wrap around, pull through, pull off. Poke, wrap, pull, and pull. Then your last stitch, just the same way. So poke through, wrap around, pull off. So there you are. You've got your first row done. So yeah, I will show you from another angle. Okay guys, so from this angle, got your knitting needles, got your yarn. So you're going to take your first needle over here, poke through this yarn, so you'll get this loop. You're going to take your working yarn, make sure you keep your tail out of your way, wrap around the needle you just poked in, pull through. Your second knitting needle is going to be over your working one currently, and you're going to pull off the stitch. So, like I said, poke through, wrap around, pull, and pull off. So, again, poke through, wrap around, pull, and pull. So, poke through, ooh, this one's a bit tighter, poke through, wrap around, pull, and pull. Okay, so once you've completed everything, make sure it sort of fits around your head. The best way to do this for me was just to put it on and stretch the back and see if it got on. And see, back looks fine. So I'm ready to cast off. So casting off is fairly simple. So what you'll do is, with your other needle, you'll start like if you're knitting. So, and you'll get 2 stitches over. So 1 and 2. Once you have your 2 stitches over, with this working needle, you're going to go grab the first stitch, take it, and pull it over the second stitch. And then just let it fall, and there you are. So you just continuously do this until you are completely out of stitches. So again, once you have a second stitch on your needle, just pull it over and let it fall. And this just closes off your bindings. So again, I will show you from another angle, but again, 2 stitches on one needle, and then take your furthest stitch, bring it over the first one, and let it fall. And just keep doing that until you're done. So again, from another angle. Okay, so like I said, put your first stitch on, grab another one, just like you were knitting, and then with this one, into it, your first stitch, pull over the second stitch. Once you've got only 1 stitch on your second working needle, you let the first one fall. So make sure you have 2 stitches. Grab the back one, pull over, and let it fall. This one's your last one, so just bring it up. Now you can cut your yarn. Take out your lip. So your working yarn, just cut it off. So once you've cut off from your working yarn, just feel free to knot up every single strand you find. So the tail on the first side we started, and on the loop, just knot it up and cut it off as close as the body as you can, just because you don't want that extra string hanging around. Okay, so like I said, I like working with the tail I left on. I have specific needles made for knitting. If you don't, you can try and freehand this. I prefer using the needle. So you're just going to poke through your tail, through this little needle here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to bring both ends together. Some people like to twist them together. I just prefer to leave them as they are. I also usually put my starting over top my end. And then you just kind of poke them through and sew them together like you would sew anything. Take your end and just make a simple knot. So what you do with the rest of your tail is you just, again, cut it off in a clean way. And then there you have it. You have got your very own headband, and it's sturdy enough to wear anytime. So there you are.